Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Siren Frost, and this week's deck profile video, we're going to be doing a two-parter of Brandt's Seraph Snow and Dark State's Barrel Magnus. So, of course, we're still on the budget series, or the B series. So this is going to be a deck that I selected to, find it more cheaper, and I know some of these decks are not going to be very cheap, but for a deck like this, it shouldn't cost you too much to get. I mean, it's mostly from the start decks, and then BT1 has some support, and you can always look up for the cheaper or less rarity value than this one, but yeah. So in this video, we've been doing my main deck, which was actually going to be Seraph Snow, Aurora Battle Princess Seraph Snow, but it turned into more of a secondary main deck because Barbizonde took the first place of my heart, pretty much. So I've grown to love Barbizonde very much and I do love the artwork to her and the rest of the cards, but I will probably play Seraph Snow maybe once in a great while. I mean, I did spend a lot of money on the decks themselves, so maybe that's kind of why. So, for the right deck, of course, we're going to be starting with Ruby Red. And then we got Kyanite Blue. Grade 2, we have Risatt Pink. And then for Grade 3, we have the main boss, which is Seraph Snow. This is going to be without the Grade 4 Seraph Purelight, because that card's grossly overpriced, personally. I don't know. For me, personally, I just think it's kind of rubbish to a certain degree. But yeah. So that is my choice of the cards right here. And of course this is the official ride line to this. Now for the main deck, it's mostly gonna come from set 1 and some of the start deck stuff. Or set 2 pretty much, but there are some supports in here that will support Aurora Battle Princess. So the triggered lineup I'm in play is 4 heals, 3 draws, 8 crits, and 1 over triggers. So that's kind of pretty much standard right there. So we got 4 of green for the heals, 3 for the Ameliorate connector, which is the draw trigger, 4 of yellow, 4 of the Cardinal Draco Barbizonde, and then 1, of course, Olbaria. That's the same standard procedure for that one, pretty much, so this shouldn't be hard to get, or at least shouldn't be a problem, So, sorry guys, I still have a cold, pretty much. Now, the grade 1 lineup is a wee bit different. Mainly because it's contracted by most of the animatronics somewhat. And then we got 2 copies of Bizarre Beast Bagumotor, or Bagumotor. Basically why I chose this card more than anything, because it does connect to the Imprison series. If one or less of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, rest this unit, choose a unit from your opponent's drop, and imprison in your prison. Which I think that's like a bad rhyme, but, it is what it is. Okay, never mind. Sorry guys, I got a little distracted. So, and then for the other one we have is Autonomic Caution. It's just for a shield value card. If you have at least 1 or more cards in your opponent's prison, this unit gets 5k to the shield and 2k power. pretty much. So it's just an extra defender cost. You know, it's happy to fit the bills kind of thing. There was another, what if I really wanted to? I could have played 3 more Kyanite blues and make a full Aurora Battle Princess deck for my personal taste, but that's just me. And of course we got the generic complete guards, Craggy Beast, Gear Grand. So 4 of that one. And of course we have 1 Galaxy Central Prison Galacticus. So I know people can play probably maybe 2 of these cards just in case one gets blown up or using the effect more, but you know, I don't know why people wanted to put just 2 in there. I think 1's good enough. So that's why. I know it's not really much of a heavy grade 1 deck like I normally do, but grade 2s usually just cover most of the cost. Okay, sorry guys. For grade 2, we're playing 4 copies of Aurora Battle Princess Cuff Spring. Now, people tell me that this one is actually the best Aurora Battle Princess besides Accuse. Reason is, when this unit is placed on rearguard, if your opponent chooses a card from their hand and imprison in your prison. If it was imprisoned, your opponent draws a card. So, in exchange for imprisoning more cards in your hand, or from their hand, they have to draw a card. So that's the downside, but, you know, it may be good, maybe come out as something good, but we'll see what happens. And then next we have a Aurora Battle Princess Tracy June. So 4 of her. Sorry guys, I tend to get a lot distracted lately. My mind's been kind of bobbled up. Tracy has an ability: if one or more of your opponent's prison cards are in your prison, this unit gets ability to boost and an intercept from the back row. So for a budget deck, especially for Brandt, which is not often as fabulous as you think it is, it may come in quite handy for the extra boosts. Much like how Shadow Army tokens boost from the back row as well, or Stoichea's grade 2 Magnolia combo, somewhat. And then finally we have 2 order cards, which is Moment of Capture, Aurora Battle Princess 24-hour coverage. So I played 3 of those, mainly because for this one reason. It costs you a Soul Blast, which should not be a problem. If your opponent's hand has 4 or more cards, they choose a card from their hand and imprison it in your prison. Then, if 3 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, choose one of your units and it gets 5k power and end turn. So it's just an extra boost and locks up your opponent's more cards than anything else. So I don't think there's a problem with that. So guess we're playing like 11 grade 2s in this deck. Alright, next for grade 3s, we're playing 3 more copies of Seraph Snow for the Persona Ride ability and, extra triple drive and all that good shit. Then we have the new one, which is from the Set 4 collection, but I have the holo version of this one. Aurora Battle Princess Chasing Near. Why I chose her is because she's reminding me of the Horizon one. And this one is, when this unit attacks, hits, Counterblast 1. Your opponent chooses a card from their hand and imprison it in your prison. So this will help you increase your chances of getting more cards in the prison. Now, the difficult part is if the attack does get through. Only if the attack does get through. That's the different part. But here's one thing that will make up for it. So here's 2 copies of Grand Road for Tygar. Fatagar is a Soul Blast once per turn active skill. And this unit gets 2,000 power in a turn. Choose a card from your opponent's front row rear guards and imprison it in your prison. So that's kind of just pretty much it at that time. Like, that's just it. You know? So, pretty much. But yeah, that is the grade 3s lineup. I'm playing only 8 grade 3s in the deck. I know there's probably like better cards in here than anything, but hey, we all gotta start from somewhere. And I'm not really mad about it too much. So yeah, that is the conclusion budget version of the Aurora Battle Princess Seraph Snow deck. Once I get the prices out, pretty much, I will put that in the description box along with the list of the deck itself, the quantity, and the name of the cards that you guys can try out and have fun with this. It took me a while to find this actually from last night because I had a very late night problem with the Digimon decks because I've been playing mostly Digimon now instead of like once a week Vanguard because not many people in my locals play Vanguard anymore. Everybody's all about Yu-Gi-Oh now, and it's kind of hard to get away from that scene right there and its grossness. But anyways, that is what I'm going to be doing tonight. It's just doing some editing, not some editing, but pricing down on the decks itself and the cards themselves, and upload the videos as soon as I can. And then, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. You know what? I'm just going to shut the hell up and just say thank you all so much for watching this video, and thank you for your continued love and support. And you can't even imagine. I can't even believe that actually this budget version series is actually doing very well. I'm very shocked. And I'm also looking forward to trying out the new lyrical cards because I'm almost done getting Herminia, the ride line. I'm waiting for my half case of the lyrical set. So there's just a lot of things been going on, and I'm trying to get everything, like, being an adult and everything paid off. So, yeah. Anyways, you guys, I hope you guys have a very great day, what's left of it, and make good choices, be safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.